It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Shut up.
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. They put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. Rig alert.
Man in motion here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Escapes out to the left. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one.
Ready.
Brooks. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers need only one to take the lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Right, ready to send this one away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st down, ball at the 36. He'll throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
This one is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Hey, hey. Check that. Check.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Track 60. Set. 19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos.
From the 39. He's on the move. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the punch for moving the chains that time.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now it's Young. Flush down now to his left. That's caught. He found some space. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Young on 1st and 10. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Fred Warner. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sticking to the air, it's Young. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Let's go. Check go.
They're going to try with the wideout. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Brooks. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Young on 3rd and goal. The Mets got it. Touchdown, Carolina. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Chased out to his right. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from him, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Roll, roll, roll. Shot alert.
This is Brooks heading left. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now. 70 range.
Young throwing here. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this forward to the 19. First down from the red zone. Getting out to his left. Cut near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3. St. Brown there to bring it in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Got him in. It's Thomas. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. It's White on the give. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 38. It's into the hands of White. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Buccaneers working here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 17. Buys time, rolling right. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here, and that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's brought in by White. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd and 4. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Looking to throw, Young. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Working quickly here. From the 37. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you're throwing that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
On first down, they'll run. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
To the air on first down. Young. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
He'll begin his return from the 11. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and, most importantly, keeping that possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards. To throw it on first down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. The give now to White. Will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Young working from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 18 Rabbit. 18 Rabbit. Mustang 19. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Young. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Here we go. Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Young on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Cup 19.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He brings it in. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Buffalo 18. You can score on these guys. Full movement. All right, boys. Go.
Young to throw here on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with White. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Now looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And they bring him down around the 34. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. With great zone defenses in basketball, you think about them through the years, they trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Brooks on the give, headed right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Flush down now to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
10, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warrior 70. Hey. Come 19, come 19. Buffalo 18.
From the pistol, it's Young. On the move, headed right. Taking a big... He's got it deep downfield. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a knot. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. No change to the call on the field. That play's going to remain a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Halftime starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
He'll get this to Samuel. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll try and throw it here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
Looking to throw, Young. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the 4th. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Look, they're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Back now, pressure on its way. Rolling left, buying some time. And now get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, that may have been a situation, and look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. To throw, needing a 1st. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, the ball is loose. Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Now a give to Brooks, coming left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warrior 70. Come 19, come 19. Go.
Young looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 10. Leads to second down at the 11-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Young. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Putting a receiver in motion.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Third and long, Young. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A big gain on the play. It's fourth down.
79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. Check out.
Fourth down, Young. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pass play now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have two to work with in this final quarter. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
That kick obviously gets it back to a one-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good did they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick, or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
And the Panthers secure that kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's on the move. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Let's go!
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Playing again with White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Check go.
Here he is to throw. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready up.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Buffalo 18. 70 ring. 70 ring. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Christian is in with the INT. And the Buccaneers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Brought in right side. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. White trying this straight ahead. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, 55 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. 19 Lions. Here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. Get in the end zone. Go, Reed, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers make the play that